tell me, can you look me in the eyes? When no words out your mouth, the lie.
Giddy up, and we're back streaming live from Aldinga Beach. It's the Chats with Cats podcast. You're here with Rick, Dan, and Mark.
Welcome.
Mark, how you going, mate? You bounced? You a bit bounced out, or you bit under the weather?
I had a big one last night, and I'm having a big one tonight as well. So double trouble.
We're going to be fucked. We've had, I reckon 6 hours sleep between us.
Well, we've got the 2020 final coming up tonight. Starts at 12:30, so we're in for a long one.
All right, we'll get into that later. So how were the races, though? You have fun?
Yeah, lost a bit of money. I had a mate that lost even more money, which was a bit sad.
How bad? Let's hash this out.
Okay, so he showed me his account, had $6,500 in his sportsbet account. An hour later,
Just to bet with, or was that winnings?
No, winnings.
Oh, okay.
He told me it was winnings. An hour later, he has 7.5, right?
So he's actually winning it.
Yeah, well, he won like a couple, lost one. He won 2,300 on one race, right? And then, knocks the alcohol back. And then all of a sudden, a few hours later, like he's down and he's looking like a bit depressed, like not talking as much. Tries to get down to 2.
Oh.
So he's dropped 4 in a few hours.
See,
I felt horrible. Usually you just laugh at a mate, like if he does something like that, but I felt
It's
bad.
not your money. Who cares?
at $6,000, I would have taken out like 5 and just been like, I've done well. 500 I can lose, and that's it.
He has plenty of money though, but like still, it's a horrible thought. Okay.
I didn't write this down, but this has been playing on my mind for weeks.
Yeah.
Now, this is going to cast your mind back a long way, but I've been thinking about this poor guy. How's Zach going? Your mate from footy who snapped his leg in half.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's recovering quite well.
Is he?
He's good. Yeah, he's up and about. He ditched the crutches a few weeks ago.
Good.
Yeah, he's much better.
Literally, I normally...
I spoke to him today, actually.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and he's down $4,000.
He also has an addiction. Yeah.
No, I normally get in the car, and as soon as I start driving home from doing this podcast, I get in the car and I go, I wonder how Zach's going.
Yeah, right.
And then I always forget to talk about it, but it just came back into my head then, so that was good.
Zach's a listener. He listens to us all the time.
No, we're happy that you're getting well, Zach.
Yeah.
I'm really
shout
happy,
out.
actually.
Yeah, he's going along quite nicely, and he'll be ready for pre-season.
Good job. I saw some pictures of Mark at the races yesterday.
I did too, yeah.
Did you like the hat?
The Pinky Blinders comment made me laugh.
Yeah, that was Leah. Shit, yeah, that was a good call.
That was
Is this Leah of Ex-Girlfriend fame?
Yeah.
Oh!
We're very good friends. I actually found it so funny. I thought, I haven't seen the show, but I look like that guy that wears that hat.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to talk about the hat because we spoke about on the pod a while ago about fedoras.
Yeah.
That hat was a fedora, mate.
Yeah.
You have worn a fedora
Yeah.
in 2021.
So the hat comes from my mate whose birthday it was. He had his 30th. He got that hat given to him. How much did it cost, that hat?
$200.
200?
Oh, I don't know. You seemed like 200 was right, so I don't know.
170. I want a hat like that.
Shit, that's an expensive
Did you like it?
fedora.
Did
I
it-
thought it looked good on me. Like, you know, when like you
So
see,
did you...
like,
Hang on.
Yeah.
Did you rock up in the hat or did you take it from someone?
It was put on my head. So like,
okay.
everyone's drinking and they're like,
It looked like it suited the suit,
It
though.
got placed on my head, and then someone filmed me taking the piss with the Peaky Blinders thing, and I watched it and I added it to my story because I thought I looked good. I liked it. It was good.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
I've had a pretty big week as well, not because I've been getting on the piss. Had a big week with work, so I went to Berry in the Riverland on Tuesday, drove there and back in the same day. That's a long day.
Plus staying up till 5 in the morning with me watching the cricket via voice messages.
Getting to that. That was Tuesday. Wednesday, had a big day at work.
And we went on a
Thursday-
run, 13 Ks.
Oh, yeah, we did a good run on
Rick
Wednesday.
blitzed
actually.
it to Glenelg, and fucking hell, we're getting fit.
Yeah?
Oh, Jesus. Like, I'm seeing huge gains in, like, I'm running so much better. I'm loving it. It's good.
Good coach.
He's a good coach.
He's still got a little bit to go.
Yeah.
On the way back, I said, mate, we'll just lock into a pace again on the way
Yeah.
back. And then I got to 2Ks and I thought, I'll just see if Mark's behind me.
Yeah.
Wasn't.
Vanished. I love it when the engine blows up because it's sort of like you're getting something out of it. Like my engine blew up. I'm like, nah, fuck this. Like my legs were fucking...
You're going to have to join us
aching.
soon.
I can't.
Yes, shut the fuck
Nah,
up.
I can't do it. I'm fucked. Every day I wake up and my Achilles are fucking burning, and it's like 30 minutes of indoor soccer. So imagine me doing a 10K run. Nah, it's just it will just drag you guys down. I'm guaranteeing that.
No, we can go for a fun run. We won't run too far out.
Oh, so 45 meters. That'd be great. I'll get on that.
Damn. That's funny. Anyway, so Thursday, drove down to Bordertown and then through to Millicent. And then you're right, Thursday night, sat up, we watched the cricket. We're going to talk about the cricket later, but 4 o'clock I got to bed, got up at 8 o'clock to go to work, drove to Mount Gambier, back to Millicent. I didn't get home to Adelaide until 11:30 on Friday night.
Wow.
Just a long day.
That's a very long day.
Long days are long, and long drives take it out of you. Like, driving is such a simple thing. It doesn't take too much energy, but it's just
It's the most mentally
energy.
It is. It is the most mentally draining thing you can do, I reckon, because it's pure concentration the whole time. If
Yeah.
you don't concentrate, you just don't live.
You should concentrate on staying 20 Ks under that speed limit. 110, 90, you're doing fine.
Yeah, I bet it is.
Just concentrate
In
on
Mark
going
Reynolds' car.
as slow as possible and you'll be fine. 100%.
Do you know I was at home for a brief minute? So Thursday night I cooked dinner for Dad and I. And I said, dinner, don't pick me up on that. I cooked tea.
He said dinner.
He did say dinner.
Okay.
He's on board.
It's
He's on
interchangeable.
board. He's on board. Yes. Love that.
I love my dad dearly, but I'm cooking dinner, tea. Oh, I did it again.
Holy shit.
Cooking tea for us, and Mum had left everything out ready to go, right? She said, you know what to do. You just need to cook it on the barbecue with some veggies and some steak. Really good. And as soon as I got home, Dad's like, oh, your mum said that you'd have this under control. I said, yep, I know what to do. And he said, well, the recipe's up there if you need it. I said, no, I've got it under control. So anyway, cooking on the barbecue, and you know sometimes it's like home ground advantage. I know it's just a Weber, but a big one, not like the one I've got at home. I got the smaller one. And I just I know how to use it, but he just kept giving me these fucking little tips and advice.
Oh, is that eating into you?
He's like, all right, you need to get this thing really hot. So I was like, all right, home ground advantage. I'll get it really hot. So I cranked it right up. And then I'm cooking the vegetables like I normally would, but they're sticking. And I'm like, why is this happening? And he's like, oh, well, you need to douse them in olive oil first. I'm like, no, you don't. It's a fucking grill plate. It's a barbecue. You don't douse shit in olive oil to go on this. Anyway, put my ego away, cooked the food, and he just kept saying shit the whole time. So the one thing that frustrated me, we got to the end, got through it, right? Cooking all this stuff. Now, think back to he told me I needed to drench everything in olive oil. So I didn't do that. Put the food on the plate, and there was this tiny little bit of dressing, balsamic vinegar and olive oil, and I put a tidbit on his because I know he doesn't like a lot of that sort of thing. Gets the plate in front of him. He goes, oh, there's olive oil on this plate. I'm like, yeah, there's just a little bit of the dressing. He's like, I can't eat that shit. It gives me heartburn. I can't have olive oil anymore. And I'm like, hang on.
Didn't you just tell me to
20 minutes ago, you were telling me to sort of like lather it up and bathe in the stuff, and now you're telling me you can't have it. Like,
hang on.
Just blew my
mind. Have you spoken
mind.
to him about his non-cooking, non-putting the dishes away stuff?
No.
Why
The
not?
Guys, well, in this time, he's recovering from a hip replacement.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
So
fair enough.
I'm not going to have a go at him for... He did go to the fridge to get a beer at one stage, so that was kind of nice. Long drives, though. I'm driving down the road, and my car has automatic and... what do they call them? Adjustable high beams, right? So I'll drive down the road, and if there's a car coming, it'll switch off the high beam so that it doesn't get the car, but it'll leave it on out into the
Distance,
bushes
yeah.
so that I can see if something's coming off the side of the road.
That's impressive technology.
The thing is, though, the lights that I've got compared to you, they're super bright. So people don't get that even though it's gone down from high beams, it's just a bright light. So I'm getting flashed by people. It's really fucking annoying.
Frustrating.
Frustrating them and annoying me.
Yeah.
It's really stupid. And then I thought of your comment not that long ago. Tell us about your car.
Okay, so I have... I was getting flashed. So as I was driving past people at night time, I was getting high beamed. I'm like, am I imagining this? Because it wasn't every car. It was like every 20th car would flash me. I'm like, no, I'm not imagining this. Anyway, found out my lights, if I have the lights on, one has a high beam and the other one doesn't work. So it's like one.
What?
It's like one full light versus no light. But if I turn the high beam on, it becomes a small light and a very bright light. So every 20th person on average, I've worked it out, has a problem with it. So like every car like doesn't really care, but every now and then you get one, you're like, oh,
Nah,
that person cares
there's way more
too
people
much.
that care about that. The introverts are too scared to flash you in case you turn around and
You
chase
can
them
just
down.
tell as people drive past me, like, should I? Yeah, fuck it. Like it's great.
How do you fix that?
I think you just get it fixed. But I don't get it fixed.
I was wondering, what is something on a car that is busted that you are willing to let it go? Because you're always, not always, quite often, and I saw it today, I can't remember where, you'll see someone's got like a shattered rear windscreen and they just put a bit of plastic over it and duct tape it. It's like, pal, I reckon you might want to get that fixed.
There's a few that I would probably go, I'll let that pass. It'd be like maybe a crack in your tail light or something. Not that it's smashed, but just like a crack or a couple of dents here and there. Because I've done the thing where like someone's slammed a trolley into my car. I've got like Chips Away or some fucking company to come around and fix it up. And then 2 weeks later, fucking something stupid happens, like a bird flies into it and then another dent.
Well, I've got the oil problem. So my oil light keeps coming on and I keep topping it up. I don't know what's going on. It's probably burning. There could be a leak. But every month I buy a bottle of oil and every time the light comes on, I put a bit in, right?
And it goes away.
And it goes away and then it comes back like a week later. So like I'm
just calling it now, and this is on the basis of something.
Yeah.
I had an old Commodore, first car I ever got, right?
Yeah.
I had exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
So I would drive somewhere and then it would start to overheat a bit. I'd have to stop, put a bit more oil in.
Really?
Are you meant to wait once you put the oil in for like 20 minutes, or can you just drive it straight away?
If it's hot, usually the oil will
Yeah,
settle
no, like
quicker.
there's a bit of smoke coming out when you take it off. I put it in about that much of a bottle, right? So like 200 mils, and I just wait 2 minutes, start it back up, and drive away. The oil light will stay on for a bit, and then it goes away, and it won't return for like a week or so.
That's a stressful drive.
Yeah.
Like, do you ever get scared that you're not
But
going to find space
if
to
the
pull
light
over?
comes on, you just pull over, top it up, wait there for a few minutes, and then drive on. Wait, here's a question for you guys, right? I'm getting my car serviced.
Don't bother. Just fucking drive it off a cliff.
Yeah, push it off a cliff, monetize it. Right. So here's a question for you guys. When I go to get my car serviced, do you think it's in my best interest to tell the mechanic that I have an oil problem, or just give them the car and say, I just want a standard service, and leave it up to them to point out the problem? Should you tell a mechanic, I have an oil problem, so they know to look for it, and then be like, okay, that'll be like $600? Or do you just give them the car and go, service, and then they go, oh, I found an oil problem? Get what I mean?
Right in the middle.
Do you tell them?
Right in the middle. You go, I want a service, but I'm going to let you know this problem's been happening. Because the thing is, if he goes to do your service and he pulls off the oil filter, he's going to go, fuck, that might not have been on hard enough because there's heaps of splatter and leakage everywhere. Or it was a dodgy one.
But you're saying tell them that I have a problem, like with the...
Yeah, because
What do you say?
Do you trust
Well,
him?
you tell them. You tell them.
Yeah?
Well, where are you taking it? Do you know anyone there? Have you ever had the car there before?
Yeah, they're good guys. But like, if you tell someone that you have a problem with the car, they'll know to look for it. But if it's a huge issue, then they should be able to identify it without you telling them.
If you take it there and go, I've got an oil problem, you get the car back and they've replaced the back seat and said it's all fixed, you know there's a problem. Like they've done something like ripped you off and told you that it's some other stupid problem when...
Well, if it's expensive, I'm sort of in the sort of zone where I might be like,
You want to miss having to pay for it.
I
Is this where we're going?
want to buy a nice new car and not have to worry about that if it's going to cost like $500, $1,000.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
All right.
Yeah.
This is what you could do, thinking this through because of what you just said. You take it there, say, car needs a service.
Yeah.
Then you say to the guy, every now and then the oil light comes on.
Yeah. Like somewhere in between.
Take the fucking bottles of oil out of your car before you do this, Mark, okay?
They're going to see like evidence.
All right?
Yeah.
Just say to him, well, every now and then the oil light's coming on. And he goes, oh, okay, yeah. And say, look, if you notice something, let me know, right?
That's good. Yeah.
Off the cuff type thing.
Yeah.
If there's something there,
Play
let
it
me know.
down. Oh,
Because if you tell him, if you say to him, I need a service and I have to top up the oil all this time, he's going to charge you up front for all the diagnostic costs. Whereas if he just finds something, then there's no cost for diagnosis.
Okay.
Is that fact? Is
Yeah,
that,
absolutely.
Oh, right.
Charge you
Okay,
like $150 later.
Okay, so call up,
diagnosis.
wanting a standard service. It's running well. Weird thing is though, like the
Light doesn't work. Oil drops.
The oil light comes on every now and then, and just leave it at that.
It doesn't go into fifth gear.
Yeah, I have to sit in the left lane on a
Dan.
freeway and do 80 and 100.
If anyone's listening, they want to sponsor Dan with a new car. Mark with a new car. Sorry.
Yeah.
Holy shit. The other thing I noticed on this long drive, there's these big billboards on the freeways, right? And they're all about, pay attention, do this, do that, blah, blah,
Wipe
blah.
off 5.
All that.
Pay attention, don't die.
One that I saw in the country was 2 out of 3 deaths on country roads are country people.
That's a little bit.
Is it-
Do you find that sort of rude?
Isn't that just like,
Yeah.
I
You're
think,
a country guy.
but I think it's so obvious.
Yeah.
It's like saying
Yeah.
most people that die in China are Chinese.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Well, country people are dying more frequently because in the country you're doing a speed limit, which means that if you crash, you're probably going to die.
It's not even that.
It
If
ups
someone's
the
going to die
chances.
on a country road, it's probably going to be someone who drives country roads,
Yeah.
which is mostly country people. I would be surprised that it's not higher than 2 out of 3 deaths on country
That's a
roads.
very good point. Very good point.
It's just one of those stupid things. Like, I saw it and I was like, that's just a fucking stupid stat. Like,
Yeah.
we don't need that stat
A
in our
misleading
lives.
stat.
It's
How
just
do you-
dumb.
What do you guys think of the adverts around, speeding and deaths and trying to put people off drink driving or speeding, like
Some of them are really good.
like the wanker thing, you got like the W
Yeah,
and then the
yeah,
anchor.
yeah.
Like, do you guys get like,
I think that's good.
yeah?
I like that creativity in that sort
There's
of...
some real dark video.
Some of the dark ones
ads.
are like hectic.
Yeah, like that. The one that really hit home for me is like when that car pulls out and it pauses.
Yeah, and he gets out
And
of the
it's
car
like-
and
it's
he's
a
like,
New Zealand guy.
I'm
He's
sorry.
like,
And he's
sorry.
like, but I've got my son in the car.
back.
And he's like, I'm sorry, man. And he gets back in the car, click,
Yeah,
bang, and he just
That's-
fucks him up.
That's a great ad.
It's really intimidating.
Oh,
Got my
God.
kid in the back.
It's not South African.
But I've got my son in the car, bro. Oh, sorry, mate. He's dead now.
Oh, no.
Hey, speaking of bad things in cars, while we're on car topic, a lady who plays for Paris Saint-Germain in the French Football League.
Uh-oh. I've heard this. This is fucked up.
Yeah, so this woman was driving around with her teammate who's a star player on the team, right? And this other woman is a bit of a fringe player. Hope I haven't given away too much there. Anyway, they're cruising along and they get stopped. Men in balaclavas pull them out of the car and proceed to beat the living daylights out of...
What, a robbery or something?
Yeah, that's what it seems like. Out of the car, whack, belting this poor lady in the legs with a steel pipe.
Shit.
They beat her to within an inch of her life. Now,
What, that bad?
pretty bad.
Fuck.
So, the woman who was driving the car, just by chance, actually plays the same position of the woman who got pulled out of the car
Oh, there's more to it, hey?
and got smashed with the pipe. So she's actually gone on to play a game, but then they've done further investigations and found out that she organised the people to stop them, rip her out of the car and beat the shit out of her.
To get a
Just
spot
to
in the
get a
team.
spot in the team.
What a cunt.
Oh my God.
Oh
I
my
was
God.
blown away. I was reading this. I was like,
That's
oh,
incredible marketing.
this sort of shit doesn't happen. This shit does not happen. But
How could
it
you do
absolutely
that?
does happen.
And so, hang on. So you obviously didn't hate her either because they wouldn't be in the same car
They're
together.
they were like besties.
You know what problem
But
I
she was like, I need to get a start on this
You know
team.
what problem I have with this is the beaten to within an inch of her life. Like, come on. Like, maybe like give her a slight leg fracture. Don't beat her almost to death.
Well, all right.
All you have to do is like...
I might have made that part up.
okay.
That could be an embellishment.
Was that praise mayonnaise?
How many dollops of that on that?
Well, I don't know.
There was a
It
couple
felt
of
like a
dollars.
lot.
It was a squeeze bottle, maybe. No, they definitely smashed her legs, though. Like,
Hey, do you know what?
she might not be within
Find
an
out
inch
they
of
gave
her
her a
life.
blood nose.
You get a call from Richie in a couple of days, like, hey, might have to come on the podcast. Mark's had an accident.
That's good. I like that.
That's good.
But nothing like that's happened since, like, Tonya. You remember that? Tonya
Oh,
Harding?
yeah. But she was a fucking psycho, wasn't she?
Yeah, but so this other woman must be as well. You
Probably
don't
worse.
organise for your friend to be beaten up so that you can get a.
That's
get the soccer.
actually fucked in the head. That's really bad.
More sports news. We love our sport. This
I
is
love
sport.
Dan. Do you like sport?
I love sport.
I love sport.
Have you ever watched sport?
Occasionally, yeah.
Yeah,
I'll watch
Sometimes
it.
I find myself not watching sport.
Yeah.
Nice.
If I lived in a world without sport, I wouldn't want to live. I'm telling you now. Like, what else is there?
We like sport and we don't care who knows.
Podcast,
I
mate.
love sport.
So
sorry.
a bit of COVID sport news, right? A week or so ago, it was announced that there's a lady on the AFLW Crows team who has opted not to get her COVID vaccination.
Yep.
So she's been moved to the inactive list.
And she's been doing fucking protests all down the streets as well.
Oh, well, put yourself in a bad situation, love. Now, there's more COVID-related... Well, this one's a retirement. You know about it.
Oh, Liam Jones from Carlton. Yeah, he's refused. Did you say he was aged 30?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Mark and I were discussing this. He's decided not to get it as well. So there goes his career. If you don't get a vaccine, you're not playing AFL. And we were thinking, is he on the cusp of had, one or two good years left? And
He's 30.
Yeah.
He's not 25.
And he was never a superstar.
He's a good player, but he's not going, all right, I have another 5 years left in the AFL industry. I'm going to miss out on so much money, financial gain, if I retire.
However,
does he get paid out, though? That's the thing. He could be thinking,
Nah, if he's retired, that's it. You've left of your own volition. If they say, sorry, mate, we're standing you down or whatever, delisted, then
but his
they
contract,
have an obligation to pay your
he could
contract
argue
out.
the contract never stated anything about getting a COVID vaccine in it. So
But by the what I saw, the photo about him retiring, that's retiring. He's retired.
Okay.
He hasn't been stood down or anything like that. That's off
He's
his own
walked
bat.
away.
Have you guys heard about the reason why he didn't want to get his vaccine?
Because he's a loser.
Is it the anti-vax stuff? Like, I always, every time I hear a story about this, I always want to know the reason as to why they don't want to get it.
Well,
Now-
I heard that he listened to this podcast and heard how sick you were feeling after it.
Yeah, red flag. That's probably right. You're right. You're right. Here's the thing, right? The thing that worries me is this whole time, every time you hear about an anti-vax, you go, oh, idiot. Did you hear about the doctor, well-educated doctor, right, works in the medical field, that refused to get the vaccine and he had all these reasons? That, to me, worried me because I'm like, every time you hear an anti-vax story, you go, all right, well, they're obviously stupid, like uneducated. It was a doctor that didn't want to get the vaccine.
Okay, Mark, how many doctors do exist in the world?
Correct. You're right. So, like, there has to be one that's stupid, but it did, like...
it'd have to be
it did
5% that are stupid.
It did surprise me.
Yeah,
I
but
was like...
that's the thing, though. So
Was it
almost all doctors will encourage you to get it, right?
Yeah. But there's that one whack.
One person wants, and they're a doctor, wants to say, you're not, like, don't do this.
Yeah.
Of course they're going to get airtime for it.
Yeah,
Like,
it's-
no one's putting
could-
the people who
could be
tell
a-
you
a
to do
marketing
it on
strategy.
the news,
Yeah.
are they?
Oh, I love marketing.
Anyway, so cricket tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Cricket tonight.
I heard that
So in 3 hours' time.
I heard that you two love Matthew Wade.
Oh, we were ragging so much shit on him. So much shit. And then he comes in and wins the game, and we were saying,
Here's a question for you
Best
guys.
guy ever.
So obviously you were ripping into him. He's much maligned. He's had his like issues. Everyone wants to put him down. He's such an easy target. Can you think of a sports player out there that you highlight as someone that was so heavily criticised but shut everyone fucking down?
Taylor Walker at the start of last year.
That's true, actually.
Yeah, and then he didn't quite follow it up with...
Yeah, he sort of did a 180, didn't he?
Just like off the top of my head, because I've just thought of this. Tom Boyd was a good one for the Western Bulldogs. Like, number one draft pick. Yeah, you're not going to get anywhere. Played an amazing 2016 grand final.
And said that's enough for me, mate.
Kicked that goal and went.
Then
yeah,
got depressed. Crazy.
I'm retiring and I'm done. Rick, can you think of anyone, any sports star where everyone criticises and then they've just gone?
What about Tiger Woods? Has he come back to that?
Oh, when Tiger came back and won the major, that was pretty epic. But he's a gun. He's a god. I'm talking about someone like loser, he sucks, and then he's just gone, fuck you. Like, fucking suck on that, you piece of shit.
Gary Rowan.
How? When?
He's taking the piss.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh, I love Gary Rowan.
I was trying to process that. I'm like, what's Gary Rowan? Okay, that's a joke.
All right, Aotearoa, we're all New Zealanders, and we think New Zealand are going to win, or come on, Aussie, come on.
All right.
We're Aussies, we think Aussie's going to win.
Dan said something earlier before you got here, and I agreed. Australia will be sent in. New Zealand win the toss. Australia bat first. Everyone thinks, oh, yeah, the team that bats first won't win. I reckon Australia make like a
170.
a moderate, less, like a 162, just right under, and New Zealand start well and then choke. That's my prediction.
I reckon Stark's going to rip him apart.
Steve Smith, man of the match, 58 off 39 deliveries.
I reckon Stark's man of the match with 4 wickets, 4 for 15.
All right, well, at exactly
12:30.
29 and 55 seconds, there'll be 5 seconds to go until the game starts.
Oh!
Not bad. He's going first this time.
How does he come up with this stuff? I love it.
Just very creative.
All right. Do you want to go first?
Are you saying this setting me up, or are you saying...
I don't care. You guys choose.
You just said he's going first. this time.
He's thinking that we're setting him up because we got you last week.
All right, you go first.
No, you go first.
All right, go.
All right. Ready for this? Name 3 ways to break a bone.
Kick something that you shouldn't, fall off something, and punch a wall.
Well done.
First thought was fall off a skateboard.
Hey, and by the way, last week I got so confused.
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, Pakistan touches the water.
Well, here's my point. If you're going to ask questions, and if I tell an answer convictingly and you give me a tick, then I win.
I was so bothered about the way you were saying Tajikistan. Tajikistan. But anyway, let's move on from that.
Mark.
Name 3 ways to dump a girlfriend.
By phone, to her face, and to tell a friend to tell her.
Not bad. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think you've asked that question before, by the way.
Oh, well, they're coming back around. Name 3 famous people with the first name David.
David Attenborough, David Duchovny, and David Blaine.
I thought of David Duchovny.
I thought of David Beckham.
David Duchovny from X-Files.
Han, did he get that? I didn't. What was the last one?
David Blaine. He's that
The
magician guy.
Yeah, well done.
I wouldn't have got that.
Yeah.
I thought David Duchovny, and then I was drawing blank.
How much did you pay attention
David
to school?
Schwimmer. Oh,
In
Oh,
school,
there's a lot.
like every
14th minute?
every third day of every 4th week.
That sounds about right.
So a lot.
All right, name 3 planets.
Jupiter, Mars, Saturn.
Oh, I thought you
was too
actually
easy.
struggled with. You reckon?
yeah.
Well, guys, that's 4 in a row.
It's easy as fuck to. Oi, we're going for. Okay, let's do it.
Name 3 animals with 2 syllables.
Panda, penguin, pangolin.
Cheetah, lion. No, what?
Pangolin's got 3, mate.
Oh, for fuck's sake! I thought we were going to
Sorry.
get the clean sweep.
You could have gone again after that, though. You panicked. 'cause-
Lion. Far out.
Cat, at. No, it doesn't work.
Here you go. Name 3 brands of milk.
Pure milk. Nah, fuck, I'm out. Fuck.
Paul's and Farmers Union.
We did start strong.
Oh, farmers, it's like coffee.
Oh, they do normal milk too.
Yeah, of course they do.
Damn. Oh, well, we got so close. That was good.
Not bad.
It's 4 out of 6.
Have you ever hidden somewhere and shot someone that they didn't know about it? Or what do you know about this?
Oh, yeah. So this is what
Have I
I'll
ever shot someone?
Yeah,
Well,
like
no-
hide.
No, no one else knows, but yeah, I have. I've
Well,
buried
they do
bodies.
now.
I've
I was
buried
telling Rick
bodies.
about this the other day. Cast your mind back. Do you remember the DC sniper? Do you remember how crazy that story was? And it wasn't a story. It was a real
Can you
thing.
fill me in on this? Because I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, so
Oh, yeah, you go.
DC Sniper was I reckon-
DC Marvel Comics.
Yeah. So Washington DC, there was a man and his son, right? Or was it his son?
No, it was
it was
adopted kid.
Yeah.
that-
Okay.
yeah.
So basically, he would drive around, and the kid would be in the boot, and there was like a little hole in the boot. He would stick the gun through the sniper. The car would park in random spots all around Washington, shoot someone with the sniper, and then the car would drive away. Everyone would be like, holy shit, where is the gunman? And they couldn't work out how it was happening. And it took them so long to be like, hang on, this person must be in a car. Because there was never any like gunman.
And for
Oh my
ages,
God.
the first three people that were shot, and it was always at like walking out of a supermarket or filling up fuel. That was like the favourite places to shoot people.
It was
Shot
fucking
13
crazy.
people, 11 died, I'm pretty sure.
Oh my God.
So,
I first heard about this when they released a movie on it.
really?
And then
I remember it happening.
And I watched a doco because one of my favourite things to do is I love crime docos on YouTube. There's so many good ones, and that one's a fantastic one. It's so interesting.
It was very good. But the first 3 crime scenes, people kept reporting a white van driving away. So they started shooting people around white vans to throw the police off. And then what they would do is park, get out, and then pretend to be a witness. That's how fucking full on these guys were. And they were asking for $10 million ransom. and the police were like, we're not giving it to you. Then they'd shoot someone else and go, your fault, he's dead. He didn't even want the money. It was just about controlling the police, and it's fucked up.
So, did you say it was an adopted kid?
Yeah, I think he'd travelled somewhere and adopted the kid and brought him. He was only 17
That's
at
hectic.
the time. Yeah.
How would you, you've got to be brainwashed or something, because most people know this isn't okay. Like, this is not an okay thing to do.
From what I heard in the documentary, the kid would almost do anything for this guy. Like, it was just completely, brainwashed.
That's fucking weird.
But from what I've looked into it, and I'm pretty sure the guy's serving life and the kid is serving...
The guy got lethal injection. He's dead.
Yeah, you're right. And then I think the kid's serving a... I don't think he can get out of jail.
So
what are your thoughts on this capital punishment? Do you think it's...
I'm all for it, but it has to be...
Are you?
Yeah, it has to be, blatant. It has to be, it can't be, the DNA says this and this, and it's a bit wishy-washy. You can't kill someone for that. If it's
Okay, I got a good one. Remember when the two guys got sentenced to the firing squad, the Bali guys?
Yeah.
I wasn't happy with that.
a bit wishy-washy.
That was nasty.
That's hectic though.
Is.
There's other ways. There's other ways that you could
It's like,
kill someone.
Oi, mate, we need you to get some heroin, on a plane, and they get caught and they get shot for it. I don't feel comfortable with it at all.
Nah.
Yeah.
Well, there's arguments to that though, because
people would
that heroin that they were taking. How many lives is that going to end? Blah blah blah.
I know the argument, but fuck, it's just
bless you.
it's just it's a horrible thought.
Yeah. Could you imagine standing there? What would be going through your head?
You'd just be waiting for that pain before you died. It'd be a split second, and then...
Yeah.
Or maybe you wouldn't even feel it. Who knows?
I've seen not reenactments, but they show you where they do it, and basically, I saw one that was really crude, and they said they're not necessarily encouraged to shoot for the head first. Just shoot wherever you want.
Really?
So you might stand there, and you've obviously got head coverings on and stuff, and they just start shooting you in the legs and stuff, and they're going hammer and tongs, so you'll be dead soon anyway. But
that's fucked.
It's like the law enforcement that do it have a bit of fun with it before they kill you.
Or they really
that
fucking
true?
hate you.
That's something I've seen on the news or something. I saw it somewhere.
That's a bit of mail. Mail?
No, 100%.
Yeah, right.
If you got you committed a horrible crime, would you prefer lethal injection or however you want to die, or would you prefer maximum security life sentence?
Life
jail,
sentence for sure.
In a small room day after day, just you get
anything can change. The thing is, a country can get overrun and you get out.
Yeah,
anything could happen if you have a life sentence.
What if I said
if you're dead? You're dead.
What if I said you're guaranteed it's life and you just
solitary confinement?
Yeah.
Kill me. Too boring. I get
solitary
bored.
is a bit different. If you can still have interactions every day.
Yeah, I think people would be
have a bit of fun with it.
I'd take solitary confinement, and then after a month, they'd be like, I've made the wrong decision.
Yeah. They start just headbutting the concrete wall.
Yeah, just bored. Move on. That's what I'd be like. Just kill myself.
I've got one here, and I'm a victim to it tonight.
What happened?
Foods that are good in theory.
Oh, is this KFC?
Yes. So I was all sorts of hullabaloo getting out of home tonight, as you guys are aware, but we won't go into that.
Damn.
So, hey, you dirty laundry, you fuckhead. So on the way here, I thought, what am I going to get? And then I'm thinking, should be healthy. But then I thought, actually, I haven't eaten lunch today. I went for a 14K run this morning.
Bang. That was a flex.
Sorry.
No big deal.
And then I thought I should have something to eat because, we'll stay and watch a little bit of the cricket and I'll drive home after. So I thought, all right, I'll get KFC. And now in my mind, I don't eat a lot of fast food, as in that would have been the first time I've had KFC in 6 months, maybe more.
Yep.
And I haven't eaten any other fast food. And I thought to myself, I used to love KFC. Just twister combo, sweet and sour sauce for the chips.
Love a twister. Apparently, the most unhealthiest item of food on the KFC menu is the twister.
Oh, really?
Is that because of the sauce in it?
It must be. It's easily the most unhealthiest thing.
Wow.
Read into that. And
I
rightly so, because it's fucking delicious.
I didn't get the twister today. I got a Zinger Burger supercharged sauce.
Oh, the supercharged
sauce. Because I love
sauce.
spicy food. Anyway.
Yeah. Love
Getting back on the chili, hey?
Yeah, I like it.
I like it a lot.
I like it a lot. Anyway, I'm eating this Zinger and I'd finished the burger, and I thought, oh, I have some of the chips. 1, 2, I think I had like 3 chips, and my stomach just started doing backflips. It's like,
Really?
yeah,
Just
and
not used to it?
Maybe. But I will still eat hot chips. I just don't normally get like
Yeah.
KFC, Hungry Jack's, or
Yeah.
McDonald's.
What's your go-to meal at KFC? What would you typically order?
I only eat it once or twice a year.
I
don't rate it that highly.
love the Zinger box because you get a piece of chicken, tick. You get a burger, tick. You get chips, tick. Potato and gravy. It covers everything. For me, it's always a Zinger box.
Good call. Yeah, probably something like that. That or maybe like the popcorn chicken. That's fucking very good.
Popcorn chicken's overrated. When I say overrated, I mean it's great.
But people hype
I rate it a 7 out of 10. Everyone else is like 10 out of 10.
Yeah, very cool.
I reckon it used to be better too. Now, I can't say
Bigger
that
and
with-
better?
say-
Have they shrunk them?
I can't say it with conviction because I haven't had it for a long time.
Popcorn chicken for me is like chicken nuggets for like McDonald's. Everyone loves chicken nuggets. For me, good, not great. Like I'd prefer other things on the menu.
Something else that I did was on my way back from Millicent, actually. I was driving along, and I got peckish. I was driving 2.5 hours into a 4-hour drive, and I had some food in the thing beside me. So I'm cruising along, grab something to eat, and I reckon 3 bites in, I've bitten the front of my lip here. Like, crunch.
How do you do that?
Thank you for fucking asking.
That's
I have
fucking
no
retarded.
idea. How do people
Like how
bite
this? Oh. Yeah, you're a loser.
that bit?
I always do the side of my mouth.
I'm side.
Yeah.
I've done it.
Hey, if I'm ever going to, for starters, I'll thank you for your question.
Great sentence, that one.
How do you bite your cheeks and lips? It's so stupid. Your teeth and mouth move straight up and down. Boom, 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 boom. There's no variation.
Well, I've had a bad experience. I went to the dentist, right, and you know how they do the numbing stuff, right? So I couldn't feel the side of like my mouth,
Well, that's fair enough.
and I ate food. An hour later,
that's
I
why the
realised
dentist gives you a sticker when you're in primary school saying, "Don't let me eat for an hour."
this was in primary school, and I realised that like I was bleeding and I had chewed my gum
Without knowing it.
It was so bad.
Okay, well, here's a 2-part story I want to talk to you about. I went on Saturday to go see Alison's mum, other side of town. Terrible driving everywhere. She went the wrong way. We took like fucking too long to get there, and just so much bad driving. Not necessarily to us, but just seeing other people almost hit each other. I was like, fuck, people really can't drive anymore. Like, they're fucked.
Yeah.
Anyway, on the way home, have you ever been to Chicken Chef? Rated the best chip. Yeah.
Best chips.
Best chips in Australia.
Is it true?
It is. We've always had them, though, but every
Yeah.
time we go to a house, we get them.
Is it the salt?
Did
Nah.
you call it Chicken Jeff?
Chicken
name is
Jeff. My name Jeff. Chicken. No, hey.
Are they sponsoring this episode?
No, but they should. No, but I don't know what they do. They cook them normally, and then they let them drain there. Then they pour something else over them, I think.
Well, what's happening back there?
I don't know, but it's fucking amazing. And yes, going back to biting the cheek, I had these chips in my mouth and was salivating while eating them, like going, they are the best chips in Australia. And what happened was automatically my mouth sucked my cheeks in mid-chew. I didn't even mean to do it, and I bit my fucking thing. Because my mouth
Probably
was
because they're so salty.
Yeah.
So your mouth was struggling to accept how delicious these chips were.
Exactly.
So it did this weird thing.
Exactly. And so it blew my mind, and I thought maybe it's because it was so delicious, it's manipulated my mouth
Can
to
I
chew.
criticise Chicken Chef?
What?
They need more locations.
Yeah, they've only got 2.
If you go there, you need to fucking go out to Gillies Plains. You fucking get your head kicked out there, right? And then the other one is Main
Exactly.
Northeast Road. There's no
Main
No such thing.
Northeast?
No such thing as that.
yeah,
Northeast Road.
Well, yeah, okay, sorry. You have to drive like 35, 40 minutes to like get a taste of these delicious chips.
And if you're in Sydney, it's a longer drive. No, but anyway, so I bit my thing. The chip packet was empty because we ate them all. So I was a bit sad, a bit angry, sore. And then more bad driving happened. And this guy was sitting on the expressway doing mark 90 in the 100 zone.
Which is safe, which is...
All right. But there was another guy on his left doing 90. And good on him. He's in the left lane. He can do that.
Yeah,
so no one could overtake.
Sounds like a sensible man.
Do you know what? And then something flicked into my mind, and I remember this. A guy once went on the radio, I think it was to Nova. This must have been about 2 years ago. And he saw this really attractive girl who'd pulled in at a traffic light right in front of him. And he got his phone out and airdropped a document saying, hey, you're really pretty. Can I take you on a date? Right? Obviously didn't have a number, but airdropped it to the closest girl's name that showed up. I thought, I'm going to airdrop an abusive message to this guy in the right lane, hoping that he'll fucking see it. Move over, you fucking cunt. And we're driving. I'm driving. I'm like, airdrop. And I'm like I'm looking. Not one fucking person picked up. And I don't know if because we were traveling at 90 or 100 Ks an hour, but
Yeah, surely.
upset me very much because I thought that would have been the best way to abuse someone is airdrop them an abusive thing saying get the fuck out of the right
But
lane.
they have to accept. You can't just drop something into someone's phone. You
Mate,
can't just.
curiosity kills the cat. He's
Dan,
accepting.
you can't
There's
just
no
dump
way.
something
He's
into the
gonna
guy's lap.
I'm in the middle of I'm in the middle of the road. Someone's just dropped me something. I want to know what it is. The chances of him not breaking the law by just leaving it till he gets home are minimal. He's checking that, and then he's going to go, I need to move over.
Do you know? Back to biting your lip. I'm glad that you've had a recent experience as well. Maybe the cheek. No, I think the cheek does the same.
The noise it makes.
The
too.
noise. Oh, and it's like.
It's really thick.
Do you know what? It's like it's meat basically. It's like meat, right? But have you ever bitten into a steak or a chicken or a piece of pork or something and it felt like that? Never. You bite into your lip and it's like gristly and like it's so fucking. It's so bad.
We all know the noise and it's horrible.
Okay, I got a question for you. Would you rather bite through your entire bottom lip, like bite the whole thing off, or rip off 2 fingernails?
2 fingernails. Oh, fuck. I answered that too quickly. I'm still going the 2 fingernails, but that's pretty fucked up.
I don't know. Fingernails are pretty gnarly.
This will be fixed to normal, by the way, so you
How
won't
do you
even
rip
notice
off
it.
your fucking fingernails, man?
Pliers.
Oh,
I'm doing the lip.
Fuck, I think I'm doing the fingernails for sure.
fuck.
Just get it done.
That's a good question. I love the 50-50s. Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, that's a moral dilemma that I don't know. That.
Oh, I can't do it. It's
Going
making me
upstairs,
yuck. Yeah.
having a look. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Is that us?
Yeah, I think we're done.
I think we're done.
That was good.
Yeah, not bad.
Fucking hell, boys. I had fun there. That was fun.
At least we didn't talk about eggs for 25 minutes.
Oh, God.
And I must apologise to Tom. I eat boiled eggs too, mate. I eat boiled eggs
Boiled
too.
eggs are shit.
No, I eat boiled eggs.
Scrambled.
But they are the lowest
Scrambled.
socioeconomic eggs. It's the
here we
easiest
go
fucking
again.
egg to
I
cook.
love my eggs poached.
See you later, guys.